did a Masters at UEA in Environment and International Development in 2006 to 2007. I'm sitting just outside my house in Anjouan, which is one of the 4 Comors Islands in the Western Indian Ocean. I'm running a project, an integrative conservation development project. I came here first in 2005 as an undergrad student before I did my Masters to do some research, and then since 2007, since 2 years ago now, I've been out in the Comores running this project. So we're working on forest management, integrating forest management and social development. We've got a team of about 8 local facilitators and a biodiversity team and an agricultural team. So we've got about 12 people at the moment. We're working towards a sustainable production system, which for me is the only true way that you can integrate conservation development. So that's not putting in place protected areas, but looking at the landscape model, looking at agricultural practices as they are, trying to work towards agricultural intensification rather than extensification, as well as putting in place or supporting the norms that are already there in terms of resource management, so water, soil, forest management, and building on those to create something that manages them in the long term. In 2005, I was looking for a project to do. An academic gave us a suggestion to come out here. So that was 5 students, and we did bird and butterfly research. We did a study of deforestation and its causes and consequences. And then on the back of that, just worked really hard to find the financing and the backing to really attack these problems. The Comores is quite far advanced in terms of environmental problems. They're small islands, very steep, massive deforestation. So they've got a fertility crisis, they've got a water crisis, and obviously you've got problems for biodiversity as well. So I was just trying to mount a project to try and start tackling some of these issues. And it was a lot of work in the UK to find supporters. Now we've got various NGOs behind us, as well as UEA. So during my Masters, I discussed the project with a few academics there. We've had various support from different academics, but in particular Dr. Oliver Springate-Bajinski, who came and did an evaluation of the project a few months ago under the Darwin funding. And his role is to build on what our experience is here to develop the strategy, also to put in place a monitoring and evaluation system. I think those are his 2 main roles, and general support, management support, yeah. It's been tough. The Comores, they're a small place. It's a Muslim country. They don't speak English. It's francophone here, but a lot of them don't speak French. So it's difficult to integrate. But I'm very happy here now after 2 years, beginning to learn the local language a bit better. Challenges, lessons. I think the key, if we've been successful so far and if we're going to be successful, was starting small and gradually enlarging, so that we're enlarging based on successes rather than having big ambitions. And well, we've got big ambitions, but very much starting small and enlarging. It's a very complex problem integrating conservation development, so I think you need to tackle it small. For me, everything we do here, everything I do is based on people, and that's at all different scales. The key is finding the right team, and that's very difficult because, particularly in the Comores context, it's exaggerated, but in any development context, people get into it for for reasons that are different to why the Westerners who are perhaps running the projects or involved with technical support are in it for. In it for personal reasons, financial or political gain. So it's critical to be able to find the right team, and it's critical to work in the villages and have people skills, I don't like that word, but be able to integrate in the villages. And I think that conservation development should be based on the people's needs in particular. So, yeah. It's different. I spend a lot of time working, so that takes up a lot of my time. When I'm not working, I can go on hikes around the island. It's very steep, but very beautiful. There's the Indian Ocean to swim in, so that's great. Socially, it's not always easy. Muslim culture, so there aren't any bars around really. But I find it in the development context, well, when you're a Westerner in a developing country, it's very difficult to find true friends. You get lots of people coming in who want to be your friend for all sorts of reasons, but now I've been here for 2 years, I've gradually got to know a few people who I get on with very well, so I go off on hikes weekends with them, or go off, spend the evening with them. So, yeah. Less activities than in the UK, but I do quite a bit of reading as well, so I'm all right. Yeah, I came out here in 2005 as an undergrad. I was a biology student, and we looked at the problems out here, and I wanted to try and do something to help resolve these problems. So, and I knew that my undergrad degree didn't give me what I needed. So I looked around for a master's, and I chose UEA because I thought it looked like it would be the most appropriate, would give me the most tools to help me resolve issues here. And I had a fantastic year. I really enjoyed it. Not just the teaching, which was very varied. You had almost subversive social scientists, radical socials, through to almost pure natural scientists. So there's a great mix of teaching and a great mix of people from all over the world as well. And I think it gave me the tools to come out here and try and do something.